Ernesto Che Guevara, the Argentine Marxist revolutionary and guerrilla leader, occupies a unique position in the pantheon of 20th century figures. His iconic image, beret-clad, steely-eyed, has become emblematic of revolutionary fervor and anti-imperialist sentiment worldwide. However, the man behind the image remains an enigma, a complex figure whose legend is as much a product of myth-making as it is of his actual accomplishments. Born in 1928 in Rosario, Argentina, Guevara grew up in a middle-class family with leftist leanings. A voracious reader, young Ernesto was deeply affected by the social injustices he saw around him. His travels across Latin America as a medical student, famously chronicled in The Motorcycle Diaries, further exposed him to the stark inequalities and American imperialist interventions in the region. This journey planted the seeds of his revolutionary ideology. Che's path was forever altered when he met Cuban rebels Fidel and Raúl Castro in Mexico in 1955. Sharing a mutual vision for a socialist Latin America, they set forth on the nearly impossible task of overthrowing Cuban dictator Fulgencio Batista. With a small band of guerrillas, they achieved the unimaginable in 1959. As a key figure in the revolution, Guevara took on vital roles in the new Cuban government, from economic planning to overseeing trials of Batista loyalists. Despite his commitment to justice and equality, Guevara's methods were often brutal. His role in the summary executions of perceived enemies of the revolution remains a dark blot on his legacy. His ideological rigidity in Cuba's economic policies also had mixed outcomes, with many arguing they were detrimental to the island's economic progress. Guevara's internationalist vision led him to export revolutionary ideals beyond Cuba. However, his attempts to incite uprisings in places like Congo and Bolivia were less successful. His death in Bolivia at the hands of CIA-assisted forces transformed him from a guerrilla leader into a martyr for anti-imperialist struggles globally. It's hard to overstate the influence of Che's posthumous image. The famous photo taken by Alberto Corda, titled Guerrillero Heroico, has been reproduced on everything from t-shirts to murals. For many, it symbolizes resistance against oppression. However, the commercialization of his image is a curious contradiction, given Che's vehement opposition to capitalism. In the end, Che Guevara remains a figure of paradoxes. His life was a mix of idealism and brutality, of successes and failures. His death immortalized him, turning him into an almost mythic figure. For some, he's a beacon of hope and resistance. For others, a symbol of misguided radicalism. Whatever one's views, there's no denying the lasting impact and the indelible mark Che Guevara left on the 20th century.